in all seriousness, that is the most improbable Dolphin victory of my entire lifetime. I don't even know what I'd compare it to, whether it's Leon Lett in the Thanksgiving Day game, on a blocked field goal, screwing it up, whether it's one of those double-digit underdogs against the Patriots victories or the Wildcat. I think they had a bad Dolphin team that beat a champion Patriots team down here when they were a double-digit dog. But when you look at the stats off this game, Stugotz, Tua had the fourth most passing yards in Dolphins history.
Yep.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, first pair of teammates in NFL history to have 10 receptions, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the same game. It's never happened before.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins and every other team in the sport loses that game every time for the last 10 years when you're down 21 plus in the fourth quarter. And what you got is the stunning surprise, haven't seen it this century, a Dolphin receiver running beyond the secondary. Tell me I'm wrong about this. I don't know what the Ravens were doing. I don't know how they didn't understand.
Not playing good defense, I can tell you that much.
They were thrown to Waddle when they were doubling Hill, but I just don't understand how he gets left.
Where's that safety on that final bomb to Tyreek? Where is he?
Yeah,
the replay shows the corner does the thing where he lets him go. It's zone. Like, yes. All right, he's good. I got help.
Letting him fall to the safety.
But is it the corner's fault, though?
Well, it could have just been, maybe it was supposed to be man and the corner was wrong. Whatever it was, the safety wasn't there.
Right, because the corner, like the closest safety is on the other side of the field. I think the safety that was on that side of the field had come to the line of scrimmage to show blitz. How is that wrong? And
take me back.
People want a pound of flesh today from the two of us, Dan, because we were wrong about Tua.
No, you should apologize. Yes,
the two of us were wrong.
Right, well done, Chris.
I'll say a couple things. One, this was one really good game, and it was awesome. I'm not going to be Stugotz guy and say do it again, but
no. You back off for a second, okay?
Seriously,
hold
he had
on a
6
second.
touchdown passes.
Let's not.
You were down 21 on the road, man.
And they made it look easy.
Let's not turn the most improbable Dolphin victory of my lifetime into immediately what Whittingham thinks. There will be plenty of time and plenty of years for people to ravage us for our Tua takes. I don't want to do that today. I want, we could sit here and say that's not sustainable, of course. I mean, for 3 quarters yesterday, you guys were sitting there saying, well, the Dolphins haven't looked all that special for 7 quarters this season. You were embarrassed by their defense, and you got Lamar Jackson running for 80 yards by himself on a terrible defensive day.
It was amazing that a quarterback had 420 total yards, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers, and lost the game. That's how good Tua was.
You beat Lamar Jackson at his best, okay? Yes. I did not think they could do that. They beat Lamar Jackson at the height of his powers. He had a perfect passer rating, and they beat that. But let's just go back to the top of the quarter. And Kevin Harland on the call, God bless him.
He's great.
He was amazing yesterday.
Always is.
I mean, he really did give the game a lot of life. It's been Chris Myers and, 6th broadcast team for 2 decades down here. It was such a pleasure to hear on the call. No slight on anybody else.
It seems like a slight to Chris Myers. It does.
Of Chaminade's own Chris Myers, proud alum.
He was the voice of the Dolphins for many years.
He got stuck down here. Was he? I mean, he
felt that way.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It did nationally because they've been a regional team. But I don't think the spin move to River K-Craft is where we were going to start on a comeback. First play of the game, you're like, same old Dolphins, kickoff return for a touchdown. Then they go 11-minute drive, 19 plays, replay. It should have been down 14-0. Replay bails them out. You don't remember any of it. The whole game's gone. All that matters is the fourth quarter. Everything that happened before that, irrelevant.
That was the game.
And they're the story of the sport today, are they not? He is. He now leads Tua, leads the league in passing, leads the league in touchdown passes after 2 games.
Yeah.
fourth best passing performance. It's only Marino, and Tua.
It's him and Joe Flacco. Those are the big stories.
And the Cardinals. It's the three late finishes, I think.
But I couldn't
together.
believe what I was watching, where the Jets and the Dolphins were the teams making all the plays. They were the featured team during the witching hour. I could not believe it.
The good thing is one of them is sustainable.
The Jets.
No.
The thing, and you're so right, Dan, in terms of being the most incomprehensible Dolphins win, in a variety of ways, right? You have, the Dolphins down 3 touchdowns on the road. That's an L every time. You look at the way that they go about it. They had, in 3 different moments, I went back and rewatched the game, 2nd and 23, 2nd and 18,
Look at me, Louis.
and 3rd and 13, and they converted them easily. Each and every time.
Chris Cote, you're accusing Chris Whittingham of "Look at me, Louis." For
When
saying
you drop
he
it, I went back and watched the game. I rewatched the tape.
The game.
Did you get the all 22?
You rewatched the game. What was the point of offering that as a nugget?
Because it allowed me to have a context for these big third and fourth down conversions.
It's something he has to say in Whitty's defense. He does have to say
to be
it.
fair,
he has to state it on the front end.
To be fair, I didn't actually watch the game. Because I was working yesterday.
So you just watched it.
Oh, so it wasn't a rewatch. It was just a watch.
It was your first watch.
It's you saying I actually watched the game.
So not only was it a boast, but also a lie. Also a lie.
I was going to source them. Good thing I did.
A little bit of Stugotz in everyone.
I watched the last 6 minutes because I kept getting texts. And normally I put my phone, when I'm doing a game, I was doing Inter Miami yesterday. When I'm doing a game, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And yet for some reason, I would open it up every 15 minutes. I was like, wait a second, it's a touchdown game now? What the hell?
Do you know how long it has been since the Dolphins have felt like anybody this to anybody in this town?
Look, what I'm about to say is sad. Yesterday was the best Dolphins game of my life.
Ever, I'd say. Yeah.
Do the math on that. Yeah. It was fucking epic. Yep. I felt 3 hours after that game the way I felt 3 hours after a Heat championship. I wasn't sitting. I felt like I had just done cocaine.
You were stunned.
I was I was wired.
Right.
I was like, it was time to eat at my dad's house, and I was like, I'm standing during dinner. I'm just standing. I can't sit yet. It was so exciting because we have a playmaker and we have a good offensive scheme. Look,
we have 2.
Look, we don't even need to talk about Tua. We can do that show another day. We have a good scheme, and we have 2 playmakers. Dolphins, look at me. Hey, look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Me.
Yeah.
Look at him.
We have 2 legitimate. It's not Mike Wallace really fast, and then
yeah.
Okay.
It's not Brandon Marshall.
Legitimate.
Who can catch a nice 12-yard out route.
I am so excited about this Dolphins team. I realized, these Panthers, we've been Panthers fans for me and you jumping on the bandwagon that's not shit to me.
Yeah.
All the good stuff the Panthers have made me feel the last few years, nothing compared to yesterday. I am so hungry for this team to be good. I'm so excited.
Let me explain this to you because this is a sport that has been hand-me-down. Greg Cote still cares about this team, Homer Cote, and he passed it down to his son. And
I'm excited. What do you want from me?
And this is, look, it's been 20 years of just crawling through sewage, 20 years of fandom that stinks. It's never exciting. You're never the team of the week. Football grows into this powerful beast, and you used to matter, but nobody remembers. Generations are growing up, and all you play is 16, 14 games. And the best you can do is 11-5 season, losing a playoff game to the Ravens because Chad Pennington had the arm of a noodle.
Fun season.
Nothing. You just have no spark. You have nothing. Mike Wallace, Tony Martin, any deep threat never has been what he gave you yesterday. It's the first time we've ever seen it. Twice he's beyond a secondary. Once totally a blown coverage in one of the most apocalyptic fails I have ever seen. But Tua is now 2-0 against Super Bowl champion coaches. And McDaniel starts his career 2-0 against Super Bowl coaches, and this is what it feels like at a pathetic 2-0, Chris Cote. This is
pathetic.
as good as this is as
Tua,
good as
no, I'm done. I'm sorry.
I have not had this enthusiasm around this show for the Dolphins in 20 years. I'm not even kidding.
I bought a Tua jersey last night. Yeah!